with no one watching, but that's absolutely fine, because the idea is, as I put on Reddit a few days ago actually, this idea of actually just going through the process of thinking aloud as I'm playing and recording makes me enjoy the game a little bit more, and gets me thinking a little bit more about some of the character choices that we're making. Now I'm gonna go outside at the part of this game at the moment, because the last two times I've tried to record, something's turned up where I've had to cancel the recording and then cut off. This is the price of having two little boys in your life. But I wanted to talk a little bit more about my character and where I am, day 4 and 5. Kathra is a Nord. She I began that kind of start a new modification where you just randomly wake up somewhere in Skyrim, and woke up next to a caravan with a Khajiit being devoured by wolves. Giant saved my life. Great start to the game actually, and this is my third try at the just one life approach to Skyrim, which I'm gonna currently recommend, although I should kind of fill you in on some of the details of this kind of just one life approach that I've taken. So this is the 5th day of Kathra's life in Skyrim. I am, as always, pretending that I don't really know much about my life, that I've suffered from amnesia. The character herself has read of or heard the word Dunmer, and she's interested in that. That's kind of caught in her psyche somewhere, which is really interesting because I didn't know what the Dunmer meant, and when I found out I was an author, I read up and saw there was a connection, and kind of that really encapsulates why I'm playing the game this time round after leaving it for a couple of years and coming back. So what I'd found that when I first played Skyrim, which I played for 200 plus hours, I really enjoyed, but I found I wasn't really paying much attention to the lore or any of the wordings in any of the text, even though I collected all the books, created a house, created a library to put all the books in. I wasn't getting into it, so I decided that this time round I would do a few things. I would definitely try and pay more attention to the lore by reading the books and paying really close attention to what people are saying, and the way that encouraged me to do that is this just one life approach. So if I die, I die, and I really don't want Kathra to die this time. I've spent 4 full days of her, and this is her 5th day, and I really care about her not dying, not because she's a character that's got anything to her at the moment apart from this finding out her past, but because I've worked really hard on going through the motions of making sure she can survive Skyrim. So currently at the moment, let's have some drink. Currently at the moment, she's spent the 4th day, I'm sorry I was flitting around here, she spent the 4th day here just chopping wood, an entire day from something like 10 o'clock in the morning till 6 at night, and that was in order for her to have enough money to buy a shield and a backpack and get enough money for, she's got 118 gold. Oh, she has not, she's got 7 gold. Get enough money for food, shield, backpack. Basically the resources she's going to need to survive outside. That's what she needed to do, because she has taken it upon herself to come down here, to go here, to find Sharvi's amulet. She bumped into Sharvi down on the docks. Sharvi is a... Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot, she's not a Khajiit. She's the other one. This is terrible, isn't it? It will all come to me, but she took pity on Sharvi because Sharvi seemed to be an outsider too, and she kind of really feels for these people that are outside. She feels that she's also been treated badly. So in order to be able to get from Windhelm to the Lost Knife handout, I kind of quickly worked out that with the mods I'm using, which is the campfire one and the frostfall one, along with I Need, which is the part where my character was hungry and thirsty, I was not going to make it. I was going to die on this route, even before reaching Kronvanger Hall, I would have thought. So I've had to then, that means I've had to stay in Windhelm and sing for my supper, literally as a bard, which is a lovely mod that I've kind of taken up, become a bard. So she's been able to sing in 2 different establishments in order to stay the night and have food and drink. And on the 4th day, the 4th full day, she then decided to just chop wood all day in order to make the money to survive. So what I'm going to do today is, I know I need to buy some tomatoes, some leeks, some salt in order to make the food I need in order to get to the Lost Knife handout. Now I know that sounds probably incredibly dull, but for me it's really making this game far more enjoyable. The other thing that someone said on Reddit when I was talking about this experience was to remove the compass bar at the top going into the INI file, just to give that more immersive experience of not knowing where you're going, having to come out, read your map. Well, let's pretend this is a physical map in order to read the roads, and I think that's a brilliant idea. So I haven't done that tonight, but probably will. No, not probably will do that. The other thing I've noticed about staying in Windhelm for 4 days is some of the stories that I've kind of heard on the way. So because I didn't save the last one, I'm going to reenact the story that I heard, because it's a really touching one, and hopefully take part of a quest because of that.
My fortune, the townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor.
This isn't one of them, but I'm going to do this story again because it is important. By the way, there is a mod that makes these costumes look a bit nicer.
There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelseed see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Olfred, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent.
So, thank you, Captain Lonely Gale. The reason I've kind of this can sound you too, my friend. The reason I've been doing these is because listening to these people and talking to these people is because I found that although I did it before, I kind of just went through the motions of just say what you've got to say with all good intention, but then stopping. And this time, I'm doing it to listen. I'm finding
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
There we go. So the Shattershields have got a really sad story. I don't know the story as to why they've lost them, but I want to find her father just so I can pick up that quest if I haven't picked it up already. I may have already done it. If I have, I'm really sorry that you're going to have to hear this again.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them greyskins know what I think of them.
Okay, so Rolf's a racist then.
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
And originally this kind of didn't really massively interest me, these kind of stories, and this time it kind of has. So you gotta have those little ones too. Nils is short on conversation, by the way, bless him. And considering he's in such a prominent spot, it's kind of main thoroughfare into the market, you'd think they'd give him something else. Anyway, I'm going to keep chopping some wood because, as I say, I've got virtually everything I need, but standing here on day 4 just chopping the heck out of wood, the Shattershield family kind of walked past, and obviously they were tripped to talk, and I started to kind of unravel this idea that a sister has been killed. I don't know more about it. I'm guessing some murder or something like that, but the father mentioned that his wife could do with an amulet of Talos, I think, to cheer him up, or to cheer her up. So what I'm going to do is just sell this wood.
I lost my twin
I
sister
don't haggle. If you want a lower price, look elsewhere.
Okay.
Some may call this junk, Me, I call them treasures.
I've also worked out a bit about Niranai. I don't know what you call her, but she's quite happy to... I need some of that as well, by the way. Okay, I need to cut some more before I go.
Thank
So
you for your custom.
let's buy some... Where do I buy this? There's no one there to buy anything from. Let's see if it's this chap.
There's no glory in war.
Aval
Need
Appleton.
anything, come see me. I'm as resourceful as I am discreet.
So what have you got for sale? So it's food. Okay, so those two stores are his. So let's see if I can buy what I want to buy. No. That really is just the meat and some wine. I'm not going to ask about that yet.
Stop by Sadri's used wares in the Great Court.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm
My
retired.
father says we need to just get on with our lives. It's that easy.
Oh, that's not how he thinks, you know. I was speaking to him. Okay, so I'm going to have to go somewhere else to buy the food. That's really annoying that the person's missing from there. I wonder if it's a mod that's done that. Anyway, let's get running. So I'm going to go over to the Grey Quarter, which I've got a little bit of an affinity for as well. She has got to be cold. She's got to be cold, right? I think that's one of the characters from the Wenches mod, and I don't know how I feel about that either. Okay, can't go there. I think it's here. Hello, Farrell. I haven't spoken to him. I am trying to put more time into speaking to all these characters, which won't be interesting to watch, but...
Take a seat and get the cold out.
Where are all these people? Oh, okay, we've got some more wenches in here.
The Grey Quarter would be a haven for my kind. I was wrong.
You were strange
How
voice.
splendid. Another Nord.
Let's see if I can build up a
Set
relationship
that
here.
appetite, hmm?
Okay, so let's have a look. I can get some salt from him, which is great. And what does it say? Leeks. Tomatoes. Don't have enough gold. Wow. Wow, what was I thinking? Look at 12 gold for a tomato. Oh dear. Something tells me I am not liked there. Okay.
Come slumming to the Grey Quarter, have you?
Followed out. Okay, in order for you to...
It's good to relax when I can. Though I still have to listen.
Ah, no, it's just a busybody.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
Alright, I've heard the butcher quite a few times. Alright. I can't find some of the... There's a lot of people walking about now. I can't find some of the people that I'm looking for. It's not a problem. What I'm going to do is... go inside, cook me up some food for this journey, chop some wood while I can actually remember to do that. Make sure I've got about... Oh, there's the chap I was looking for. So I'll chop this wood and go and find him. See if I've done that part of the quest, and then I'm going to look at the time. Wonder whether I've got to sleep again throughout the evening. And then set off for this amulet. I think I'd prefer to set off as early as possible so that I don't get caught in the evening. I think I started with saying I'm actually now really scared about, not scared as in can't sleep, but concerned that I'm going to lose Kathra in this game, because the idea of starting up all again is a really sad one. While she's chopping wood, I should also mention that I've got another channel where I've been reading some of the books that I've found in Skyrim, and there's only one up there at the moment, but I quite liked it. I think reading aloud and then recording it helps the story go into my head a little bit more than I thought it would. It also helps when you mess up the recording several times so that you have to read it 3 or 4 times. But again, that's been quite a pleasant experience for me to do, and I kind of advise it. Okay, let's have a look.
I lost my twin sister a while back.
Here we go. Ah no, yes. Sorry.
I'd appreciate it if
Okay,
you
I'm just going to pause it for now.
She's still in
Okay, sorry about that. That was a crying kid, which may continue. Alright, so I've obviously spoken to Torbjorn, and it's been saved, but Torbjorn's the one that asked me to get an amulet for me.
I'm still coming to
I've been a
terms
bit
with my
out of
daughter's
sorts
death.
since our daughter was taken from us.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for these people. Okay, so really annoyingly, I can't buy anything from that market space, but I do now have enough firewood to make sure I'm okay. So as I say, I'll just make sure I've got food and
Come on,
cook
baby.
what I can.
Got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
You'd think she'd remember me, really, wouldn't you? I think that happens, doesn't it, in
Every night,
profile?
I walk around the grey quarter and
Let's
let
have a
them
look.
greyskins know what I think.
Okay, so all these things kind of matter. Great. All these things matter an awful lot more, which is, I think, is fantastic. So, you know, if you don't have a varied diet, you're going to suffer. If you don't have water, you're going to suffer. If you don't sleep well, you're going to suffer.
Baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat.
Here we go. So I'd like to perform here.
Of course.
That's brilliant. So this is part of the Become a Bard app. I'm just going to upstage this poor person. Magic, I think, is active effects, isn't that? Okay, so I'm starting to get hungry. And Songbook of Skyrim. I think it's that. Yep. So when I shout, I sing number 4. So I said this before, but it's look, the mouth doesn't work on this one, which is really annoying. But if I do this singing, you get free lodging for the evening, and you get a little bit of money, which is something I really need in order to survive. What I'm interested in is, as I'm role-playing, because I'm really interested in this aspect of... Is that it? No, she's still going. I'll let her finish. I'm not so sure about how she sings, actually. Alright. And a little bow there, why not? I like that. Alright,
Of course. Thank you.
here we go.
This is for you.
Mind you don't get fresh with Susanna. She plays... Thank you. Here. This is for you. I'll show you to your room.
Wow, 25 gold. That's a lot of gold. I'm not being sarcastic, that seriously is a lot of gold for me. Okay. With the Becoming a Bard kind of app, you can pick up lutes and drums and...
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Actually, there
Got some
is.
fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat.
Like a refill of the water.
Of course.
And then I'd like... Let's ask this question. I don't actually know this, and I've talked about kind of getting to know the lore a little bit. Candle Hearth Hall.
Did you see the candle above the fire
Okay.
upstairs? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior named Wundhai. Thanks a lot. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durok lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns.
Okay. I am quite drawn to the magic, so let's listen.
Goodness, not here. Nothing dangerous like that. That's all kept to that college up in Winterhold. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some do.
Okay, so the reason I kind of wanted
You
to...
stay, and don't break nothing.
Oh, thanks, Aldi. You're full of charm. So, let's check the time. Oh, gosh. Okay, 2 in the afternoon. It might be time to save or read a book and then switch to a different channel.
Is there something I can do for you?
But I'd certainly know that setting off at this time could be really stupid and a little bit dangerous.
Every night,
So,
I walk around the grey quarter and let them greyskins know what I think of them.
oh, Rolf.
You a dark elf lover? Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash.
How did he know? Why do you hate the Dark Elves?
Parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. But what do they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Should have.
Oh, he hasn't said that, so that's interesting. I'm given that option. Do you really think the Dark Elves are Imperial
Wouldn't
spies?
surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Thalmor elves too. They've been working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate.
I think if I was a little bit more confident, I would say I don't like your attitude and give him a slap. But as I say, I'm so worried about
Watch out, some grey skin doesn't pick your pocket.
dying. There we go. That was right in front of this bard.
What do you need? I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying.
There we go. That was worth talking. Until next time. Now, as I say, before I would have just kind of gone, yeah, see what you're saying and get over it.
Yes?
But Luafin, okay. Right, let's talk to Veronica.
What can I do for you?
What have you got
Let's
for
see what
skills?
that outside, huh?
I'm not sure about the clothing. Okay, so I said earlier leaks, didn't I? I've got to think about leaks apparently. None. However, I could go downstairs and 5-6 go for some salt, man. No. Heard any rumours.
People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Okay.
If you need a drink, just holler.
I am tempted, you know, for the first time ever to kind of hire a mercenary in order to survive, but I don't think I've got the money. She's a bit closer than cleaning up. Right, hello Lynette. Same stuff?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both.
Ingredients. Okay, food. Pretty much the same stuff, right? Okay, so let's talk to
Until next time.
Got
Elder.
mind you don't get fresh with Susanna. She plays the flirt, but it's just to get good tips.
Oh, okay, I'm not allowed the whole refill, that's
Don't
interesting.
break nothing.
What if it's because I don't need to? So, going back, again, go to magic, active effects, mildly hungry. I can live with mild hunger actually. Alright, I think what I'll do is, because I now know there's no way I'm going out at this time, and I've got a room for the night, as long as it remembers. Stunning day. Hopefully not too cold for me. I'm going to do some more investigating. Now, I can see kind of geographically that Windhelm's in 4 quarters, but I've not been over here. But I don't understand the why. So I know this is the Grey Quarter. Blacksmith Quarters, right. Okay. I kind of really want to know more about this idea of quarters and what they're doing. Why there's this kind of geographical segregation. Is it just because it's just easier to place everyone there? Or is it something deeper going on here? And also interesting why Ulfric is open for the Dark Elves to come over, and yet the rest of his people seemingly are really against it. So, as I say, I'm doing this, I guess, A, as a player, but B, also as a character. This is something that Kathra is really interested in. She's great. Save some money here. Well, it's going to kill me just picking up the local flora here. But yeah, as a character, she's interested in this idea of segregation a lot. I don't know why she is actually. She just is. I'm sure there'll be, the more I play the game, the more I'll have a consideration. Okay, so we're obviously in some very wealthy order quarter here. Let's have a look around. No. Okay, so this is where the cruel seas. Gosh, I hope. Goodness, I can just take these. Okay. Let's have a look. Yep, let's have some salmon. I've got plenty of food, I think, to survive. So you've got this should be the shatter shields then, should it? Hersham. Ah. Okay. I think, I wonder if that's a player home at some point. It's just the shatter shields, yeah, okay. So we've got the shatter shields, and we've got Viola Giordano's, okay. She lives alone. Beautiful kind of hawks here. This kind of the mountain at the back there is beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I've not really looked at when I usually kind of don't look around. It's the kind of stuff as a teacher you teach kids to do when they're outside. You know, look up, look at the roofs, look at the sky. And that's a corker of a screenshot. If I could get rid of the pin in the middle. Again, that's an innie thing, isn't it? I think. Oh, hello. Jesus, this guy is. He's in the wall.
Ever since that Imperial Craven ran me through from behind, I've had trouble breathing. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Good to talk to you.
I'm sure it is. Okay, I try and, for some reason, frustratingly actually, I seem to be giving a lot of money to these beggars. Maybe it's in the hopes that I won't get punished.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
Okay, Shuttle family are going through a lot of crap, aren't they? I wonder if there's something I can do to kind of get in there and find out what's going on.
Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner.
I was hoping for a little bit more from her actually, considering she's such a prominent figure. Let's have a look at what the time is. What would be a good use of my time?
Can't just throw the big.
Sorry, Nils.
When I'm cutting wood, I pretend there's an Imperial
Yeah.
soldier's head on this.
So we've got racists, and then we've also got people that are. Well, I understand the kind of the Nords and the Imperials. Actually, it makes a lot of sense. Do I mean the Nords? I probably don't, do I? I kind of want to say the Celts, actually. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is chop some wood, see if there's still anyone at the market from which I can buy some further foods, maybe 6 gold blinking tomatoes and stuff, and then go and read a book, which would be a different channel. I'll obviously look through the books to consider which ones I want to read, but I think now I've spoken to no one there. Spoken to a lot of people in Windhelm now, and I've actually got no idea if the conversations broaden or improve the more you interact with different people and the more you do things, but we'll find out. Okay.
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull.
Oh, okay. So a farm just outside the city, Hollyfrost Farm. I wonder where that is. That might be worth investigating. And again, the farms are generally pretty good places to go and make a little bit of money.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the clothing.
Can't
Thank
just
you.
throw the big logs.
What's it's doing in my room? Great. Okay, so I've still got access to that bed. I'm just going to check that I've got everything I need for tomorrow. So I've got 21 gold. Let's look at my food. I've got loads of water. I've got soup. I've got pheasant, and I've got weight. It's going to be like over prep, isn't it? But you know what it's like on your first trip. You want to do these things. Okay, so I'm going to go upstairs, see if I can pick up a book to read. See if there's one I want to read for now, and then maybe
There's no glory.
look at saving that. Okay, there's no books here.
Just give a holler.
You think these guys would have a little?
The tavern brawl might be just the thing to lift my spirits.
Oh, okay.
What are you staring at?
Oh, so
Please
he's.
forgive my mood. I'm
I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
What happened? Okay. Just gonna look in here.
I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them grace.
I do know where there are books actually that I can go and read. So look in this room. Nope. Alright. What I'm going to do is go to the Grey Quarter actually, because I've stayed there before and I know they've got some books. Again, this must seem like...
So good to see you again.
Ah, you're welcome.
I'm glad to see you.
I can't give her many, that's a pity.
Always a pleasure.
If you've got some time, stop by my House of Curiosities. I promise you'll see wonders.
Thanks, Calixto. I may do that. Okay, I still haven't worked out like the lay of the land here. I'm pretty poor at doing that. I want to say it's this way. Yep. Okay. Okay, so I believe that. No, I don't want to go there. Although I have bought a lot from Sadri. Let's speak to these people here.
Farm work is hard work. It's good to relax when I can, but I still have to listen to my brothers harping about injustices.
That's interesting. And I've spoken to Sophie before. I feel sorry for her. Oh, hello to that one person that's watching at the moment.
I'm so cold.
I actually can't see any conversation at the moment. It's a little bit frustrating. I'm about to try and find a book to read to kind of close for the day. Let's have a look. First Hold Revolt. Game at Dinner. Don't know those ones. And let's have a look here. The Arcturian Heresy. And
My job? Well, I'm the watcher of the wheel. Watching the wheel isn't as simple as you might think.
positionally, that is fascinating.
Around the ice. Make sure
Is
it's not
there
melting.
something I can do for you?
No, thank you, kiddo. Right, okay. So, I think I'm gonna sign off, and I think I'm gonna choose to read the First Hold Revolt. Let's have a look. I don't really want to steal, so she kind of wouldn't read if that was the case. Ah, okay. Game at Dinner and the Alchemy's gone up. You can see my level there is pathetic. Alright, so I think what I'll do is I will read maybe this book, since it just skilled me up for the first time. And so what I'll do is look at the time, 5:50, so I think my character will read this book, then head over back to Candlehearth Hall, and from there get ready to go out on her adventure tomorrow to consider looking for Shari, isn't it? Shavi's amulet here. I think I'm going to die straight away, but I think it's about time I kind of went and did something other than finding farms and all those kind of things, but we'll see. Anyway, that's me out. That's her Kathra's 5th day in Skyrim. It's the most boring 5 days you've possibly ever watched. I'm so sorry, but I'm trying to play this as realistically as possible, and as I say, I know that if I didn't play it this way, that she would probably die before she even got to Lost Knife handout. So thanks very much, and take care. I'll see you another time.